This is a beach house. During those time, pag inuubo more or less, dito siya. Pero dito yung mga parties. Patriotic na tao. He's a revolusyonaryo. He's part of the 5 de Noviembre. Yung kanyang hagdan, inside is made out of reinforced cement.
Like this, ito, kahoy.
Hindi, semento po.
Semento rin to?
This is cement.
Grabe, lumakas na yung ulan.
Lakas ng ulan, sadali lang po. Magsasara lang ako.
Okay, so tumila na ang ulan finally. Diretso na tayo ng Yulos Park. So malapit lamang yun, wala pang 2 minutes nandun na tayo. Pero sakay na tayo ng e-trike ni Kuya. O electric trike patawag dito. Kuya, Yulos tayo. Okay, so nandito na tayo sa Yulos Park Garden, mga kaichibero. So mula dito sa may arko, makikita natin dito sa harapan, ano yung nakasulat? Yulos Park, August 10, 1919, itinayo ang bahay. Tapos, etong taon lang ito binuksan sa public eh. Kaya alam nyo ba mga kaichibero na ito talaga yung reason ko kaya ako nagpunta dito sa Bacolod. Kaya nung kinonfirm nila yung aking schedule dito na i-feature ito, doon na ako nag-book ng aking flight papunta rito sa Bacolod. Galing. So, etong Yulos Park mga kaichibero, ito ay open ngayon every Saturday lang. So, limit pa muna yung schedule nila para makapag-tour dito. Every Saturday lang talaga. Kasi, inaayos pa rin nila itong bahay. Unti-unti pa rin nilang inaayos. Ayan, umulan na. Halika na nga, pasok na tayo sa loob. Hintayin natin si Mr. Raymond. Siya yung magtutur sa atin dito sa bahay. Declared pala ito as a important cultural property kasi meron siyang marker, oh. Yun. There. Nice. So iba talaga ang mga lumang bahay. Hello po. Kapag once na nalalagyan ng marker, hindi na siya pwedeng gibain. Pwede nilang ibenta yung property, pero kung sino man yung makabili, hindi nila pwedeng gibain na. No? Pero nakakatuwa lang kasi kinip pa rin ito ng mga descendant. Sila pa rin yung nagme-maintain sa bahay na ito. Ayan, so kasama natin si Mr. Raymond Alunan. Hello, Sir Raymond.
Mayong hapon. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Yulos Park here in the city of Bacolod po. The Yulos Park was built somewhere in the early 1900s, no? But might be the house was built earlier than the 1900s. Baka around 1890s because the design of the house, it's similar yung second floor with the Balay Negrense, the design.
Oo nga, Balay Negrense.
Oh, the Balay Negrense. Actually, may mga features siya na talagang pareho with the Balay Negrense.
Oo, lalo na itong pasad dito sa harapan.
The pasad. Except only may part dyan na mas nag-intricate lang to siya because there's anahaw na mga embellishment.
Okay.
May mga Art Nouveau na embellishment. And that was the design way back in the late 1890s, the Art Nouveau, bago nag-Art Deco. Pagkatapos, yung ground floor naman po, sabi nga namin, this is the hybrid ruins and the Balay Negrense. Yung ibabaw Balay Negrense. And yung ilalim, may mga feature na parang sa the ruins, especially this area.
Oh, this one.
Oh, itong area na to, sa may balkonahe, parang sa the ruins na area. It was the house of Mariano Regalado Yulo. And this is not a residential house.
Okay.
This is not his residence. His residence was in his hacienda, in his farm in Hinigaran. He just come here to have party. This is a beach house. Itong lugar na ito, where the Yulos house, no, the Yulos Park is, together with the other houses, doon sa may kabila, the Alunan, there is also the Granada, there's also some of the families, and also doon naman sa may likod, there are the Ledesmas and the Lacsons, the Osmeñas are also there. So mga beach houses to. So back then, in Bacolod, pag inuubo ka, sinusipon ka, dito ka pupunta sa mga sa beach house na ito. So the Yulo, during those time, pag inuubo more or less, dito siya. Pero dito yung mga parties. So the entire second floor is intended only for parties. Except only there's only one bedroom, more or less that is only for his kwanangguro. For overnight stay niya.
Okay.
Tapos meron siyang office sa ibabaw at saka yung komedor. But the rest is only sala.
Oh.
So, ang ground floor na ito, this is served only as the garahe. In the 1900s, because he is a patriotic na tao, he is a revolusyonaryo.
Oo.
He's part of the 5 de Noviembre. So, ang area na ito, it used to be ginawa itong office para sa mga revolutionaryos.
Okay.
Para sa mga veteranos.
Okay.
Tapos, on this area naman po, that's the hagdan going to the second floor. And that area po, that used to be the garahe.
Oh.
So, driveway lang ito. So, the
Sa mga
karwahe.
sasakyan. Sasakyan ba ito, yeah?
Pero, sabi nila, sir, in the 1950s or 60s, may coach pa ditong naiwan. But it so happened because nung 60s, for them, pag luma na, tapon na.
Oo.
Sayang, yung coach na may pintuan.
Sayang.
Oo, yung parang you're in Europe, no? In European countries.
Oo.
So, nakapark lang yan dyan hanggang nasira na yon at tinapon na nila. But that was in the 60s. But back then, in the 60s, wala siyang silbi for them.
Oo nga, sayang.
Oh, panabasura na kasi
Oo.
lumang-luma na.
Oo.
So, pagpasok dito, baba, and you will notice, as I mentioned, the second floor is the quarter, no?
Okay.
More or less because malapit tayo sa dagat. Back then, siguro mga, let's say, few meters away na lang, shoreline na ito.
Shoreline na.
Yeah,
Okay.
shoreline na ito. So makikita nyo dito yung mga bahay dito sa may gilid, outside the fence. That's already the shoreline bago nag-reclaim ang Bacolod noong 1960s.
Oo nga, additional na lang
Additional.
yan.
Kung saan yung malaking mall dyan,
Oo.
yung
Tsaka
pier dyan. Oo.
Yes.
Additional yan. So, sobra na yung nakain na part ng dagat.
Oo.
So, isa pa, nung buhay pa si Don Mariano Yulo, meron siyang another floating house aside from this beach house.
Dito lang din?
Yeah. He can walk all the way there sa may after the park. Pagkatapos niyan, meron siyang bridge that goes all the way dun sa may bahay na yon. Kasing katulad yung baluster dun sa second floor. Meron siyang bahay, but it so happened nung nag-reclamation, nawala na yun.
Nawala na rin.
Nawala na kasi kinlaim na ng government yung
Oo.
lupa. Another thing why the Bacolod, some of the Negrenses, no, they keep on asking why they call this the Yulos Park. Why they call this Yulos Park? Because this is much older than the Bacolod Public Plaza.
Okay.
Ang Bacolod Public Plaza was only in 1924 to 1927.
Late na sila.
Late na siya.
Oo.
Prior to the Plaza of Bacolod, ito siya. 1919. So, that's why these two lions on my both sides,
Oo nga, sir,
both made out of wood, meron dun sa plaza ng Bacolod.
Okay. Kita ko yun, sir. Yung dalawang lion.
Yung lion doon.
Yes.
It was copied here.
Okay.
It was originally placed at the old provincial capital na right now that's the old city hall na na-demolish na.
Okay.
So, it used to be there because Don Mariano Yulo became the governor of Negros Occidental somewhere in 1908. He became the governor and later on he became a senator of the Philippines. So that's why from Aguinaldo
Oo.
to Quirino, dropped by, visited this house, more or less having hosted lunch sa bahay na ito or parties in this house, all the way to Quirino.
Na-abandon to ng how many years, no? Or decade?
Ang second floor, after the death of one of his granddaughter, Awing Reyes,
Okay.
Purisima, her name, Purisima Yulo, who married to Reyes, pa Manila. So, ang ibabaw, sinara lang siya.
Sinara lang siya.
Andun lang lahat ng gamit for almost 1 decade.
Okay.
More than 1 decade siya. O more than a decade, no? Na wala nang nag-occupy sa ibabaw, pero untouched yung mga gamit.
Okay.
So, it so happened lang because through the years, no, nag-accumulate siya ng gamit from the children and the grandchildren. So, when we decided to open this to the public, tinago na yung mga hindi part ng original part ng bahay.
Oh.
So, ang nakikita na lang dyan ngayon, ang mga naiwan na lang back then, nung buhay pa si Governor Mariano Yulo and his son who became also a mayor of Bacolod, Alfredo Yulo.
Okay.
And this is also one of the houses in Negros Occidental and in the city of Bacolod na hindi na devastate during the World War
The
II.
World War. Oo nga, buti nga, sir, no?
So, may immunity siya na actually there was a story na few meters away here kasi ang Japanese camp is over there across the street where the school is. But Alfredo became a mayor of Bacolod. So, may immunity siya.
Oo nga.
So, ang nangyari, Binomba ng mga Amerikano yung school. Pero hindi natamaan yung school. Ang bomb na bumagsak dito few meters away lang from the house. Ang laki na dito, diretso sa bahay. Pero they're ready na in case na yung the stripping of Bacolod na, the bombing of Bacolod din. So they're ready na. In case na talaga mag-worse siya, they need to leave the house na and go to their farm na in Hinigaran.
Okay.
In the hacienda in Hinigaran. So that's why merong dalawang fountain dito. So way back, they thought na isa lang itong fountain, pero meron pa dyan nakatago isa.
May isa pa ba?
Oo, meron dyan po. Sa gilid.
Oo nga, no, yes.
So, dalawang fountain ito because this used to be a public park. Wala pa itong mga fence na ito, the public can go inside. It so happened lang nung 1960s, nung nagsimula na mag-reclaim, dumami na yung mga settlers dyan. Sa labas. So, kailangan na talaga siyang i-fence. If not, nagsisimula na siyang pumapasok.
So before wala talagang bakod?
Wala.
Open talaga
Open siya. That's why yung arch na yan po, it's a symbol that's a park. May pangalan dyan sa ibabaw, the Yulus Park.
Oo nga, nakita ko nga sa loob.
So, meaning it's open to the public siya, yung bahay na ito. Actually, the grandchildren of Mariano Yulo is here. Dito rin sila nag-stay. So, one of the grandson of Alfredo Yulo, who became a mayor, resides in the house, no? Dito sa ground floor na area. So, yung ibabaw talagang, wala lang talaga siya. It's a, frozen in time lang talaga yung ibabaw.
So, eto talagang driveway.
Driveway lang siya. Kasi kung dediretsuhin mo ito, ito hanggang sa likod, tapos makakaikot. So, may...
Ang kahoy, Sen, this is yakal ba?
Hindi pa namin napacheck. Might be, no?
Might be, yes. Mga ganito kalalaking mga door, usually yakal siya. Sige, ipacheck na namin sa kwan. Kailangan wood tester siya. Oo nga.
So, diretso lang dito yung sasakyan, tapos iikot siya kasi ang kanyang may rotonda. Ang bahay is napapalibutan ng rotonda. Yung kanyang road, no? So, pagpasok mo dyan sa main gate, pwedeng umikot, makakalabas ka dun sa kabila. So, hindi siya na one way lang. Ikot siya. So, isang pasok dito, labas dun sa kabila. Sige. So,
nakakatuwa lang, meron kayong, yan yung una ko napansin eh. Every time na nakakakita ko ng bahay, yan yung lagi kong hinahanap.
Will be restored, no?
Yes.
And also, that is also our parang ID siya. Yes. Na soon, for the restoration, kailangan on the right way na yung pag-restore ng bahay na ito.
Yes.
Because we need to restore na because may part na ng bahay na talagang may mga problema na siya. Because since 1919, based on the seal doon sa may labas po, sa may arco doon, ang nangyari po dito, may mga maintenance din, but after the 10 years na walang nakatira doon sa ibabaw, nagsisimula na siyang mag-deteriorate yung ibabaw. It so happened, Mr. Alfredo Yulo, the father of Sir McCoy, he decided to restore the house. But it so happened lang, he passed away, so hindi na na-continue. But we're looking forward that we will continue the restoration of the house in the future.
That's good. Looking forward.
Yes, bro. So, anyway, yung hagdan dito, because this is malas, no? Kung dediretso ito hanggang dun sa may labas.
Totoo ba yun? Talagang kasabihan nung araw yun, no?
Parang, lumalabas yung buenas, diretso-diretso.
Yes.
So, kailangan meron kang barrier.
Kaya meron ito.
May balkonahe. That's why yung kabila rin ganun. That's why hindi siya, kung ikaw magpapatayo ngayon, didiretsuhin mo yan dyan. Kasi mas maganda yung itsura. But it so happened for us, especially siguro our Chinese influence, no, in the Philippines.
Yes.
Kaya merong lion, merong yung eagle na yan na may crown. That is also serve as a protection ng bahay.
Pag mga Chinese influence talaga, hindi mawawala yung mga...
Yes, ang mga disparates.
Superstitious.
Especially Yulo might be is a Chinese descendant. Hindi pa namin, we go further. Hinahanap pa namin siya. Might be they came from Molo, from Iloilo. Kasi yung Molo is the Chinese quarter of the Chinese in Visayas, especially in the Region 6 area. So, especially even the Yulo, they originally came from Iloilo. That they migrated here, they acquired the land in Hinigaran, but it so happened, they acquired this house. This is their beach house. Akyat na tayo?
Akyat na tayo.
Isa pa sa feature ng bahay na ito po, na compared to the other houses here in Negros, yung kanyang hagdan, inside is made out of reinforced cement. Semento.
Yes.
Na sana, ganito mga sahig na ito, o hagdan, should be outside. But it so happened here sa loob. It shows to the public and also to the community na he can afford.
Oo nga.
Kasi ang semento noon is bariles eh,
Oo.
hindi sako. So
Oo.
imagine niyo pag nakapagsemento ka na, like, this is another story no, here in
Oo.
Negros, like the Tanadikang. Si Tanadikang nagpasemento ng kanyang azotea doon sa may likod
Oo.
in the 1915 or 1900s at a cost of almost 800 pesos something. And 800 is a big amount of money na back then.
Oo nga, yes.
So yung sa kanya, sa likod lang. Ito hagdan na, all the way dun sa may komedor na side ng mga balkonahe, all the way dun sa may roof garden,
Oo.
may asimentado na yung bahay. Even here on the ground floor. This is much older than the ruins eh. So mas mahal ang semento, ang value
Oo nga,
in the
sir.
1900s.
Alam mo, ngayon lang ako nakakakita ng bahay na semento,
Semento
na
yung hagdan. Ano,
Pero may kahoy pa rin yung ano.
dito sa ibabaw.
Oo, like this, ito, kahoy.
Hindi, semento po.
Ah, semento rin to? Oo,
This is
ano?
cement.
Akala ko kahoy.
Even the baluster is cement. Actually, this is a lily. And this is for the Art Nouveau.
Oh, art, yes.
Art Nouveau siya.
yeah.
So, semento siya.
Pag talaga may mga design na flower, Art Nouveau.
Art Nouveau siya. It depends kung parang nag-sharp na yung edge niya, nagiging Art Deco na siya.
Oo.
So, this is how
Wow.
the house it looks. So, may mga area lang na, may mga kailangan na talaga kaming ayusin.
Oo nga.
Pero this is how it looks.
Pero ang maganda, sir, nauna yung inayos yung bubong.
Bubong,
No?
bubong, yeah.
Yan ang importante eh.
Bago namatay yung anak ni Mrs. Reyes,
Oo.
he see to it talaga na masecure yung bubong.
Bubong, yes.
Kaya nasira itong mga kisame na ito because of the roof.
Oo.
So, nasecure na yung mga bubong na maayos po.
Oo, that's good.
Sige. Sandali po. I will turn on the light lang muna.
Sige, sir. Sige.
Sandali po.
Grabe, lumakas na yung ulan.
Lakas ng ulan. Sandali lang po. Magsasara lang ako.
Grabe mga kachibero, nakakamangha itong bahay na ito. No? Biruin mo, hindi pala ito tinirahan kung hindi parang rest house nila or party house nila during that time, no? Wow. So amazing. So eto po si
Ito naman po, he is the son of the owner of the house. The original owner of the house, no? He is Alfredo Yulo, married to a Montinola.
married to
Montinola naman. They are the Montinola naman na from Iloilo na naman.
Oo nga sir, no? Montinola.
Montinola.
No?
Pero ang owner talaga ng bahay, ito siya. His name is Alfredo Mariano Regalado Yulo. Because he is a veterano, that's why naka-revolutionaryo siyang uniform. And also with this medal dyan sa may dibdib. So, he is the owner of the house, and that is a shadow box. Kaya kung kinukunan mo siya ng picture at saka may ilaw, nakikita yung shadow sa likod.
Oo nga sir, yes.
So, ang shadow box, actually, meron niyang gumagawa dito sa Bacolod and Iloilo.
During that time.
During those time, no? That was the trend. Ang mukha mo is real photo. Tapos yung katawan mo is made out of wood. So, ika-carve lang nila. Pero kailangan nila na makunan ka ng picture dito sa mukha para yan ang ilalagay nila dyan. Na eksaktong-eksakto.
Nakita ko yan sa ano naman, sa Halandoni, sa Iloilo.
Yeah. And also right now, part of the exhibit ngayon ng National Museum is this kind of exhibit, no? Mga collection ng mga shadow boxes.
Shadow boxes pa lang tawag
so, shadow box yung tawag sa kanya. So, meron din doon kanina, yung kay Alfredo Yulo, na nag-mayor ng Bacolod together with his wife, Purisima Montinola. Remedios Montinola, Remedios Montinola na naging shadow box yung pagkagawa ng kanyang picture po. So, anyway,
so pag-akyat natin dito sa taas,
dito, this is what we call the Descanso area.
Descanso area.
The Descanso, or either you could call this Caida. This is where they drop the cola of their saya pagdating dito. Pero, this is another, kung feng shui siya, malas to. Kasi diretso-diretso yung room. Diretso sa hagdan.
Yes.
That's why nung inaayos pa lang namin itong bahay na ito, talagang bodega to. Based on the story of the grandchildren of Mariano Yulo, hindi to talagang nakita lang nabuksan. It was only this time nang naging open na siya sa public yung bahay, na nabuksan yung pintuan. Kasi merong nakaharang diyang malaking kama dito. Sa likod. So, this is served as the despacho.
Despacho?
Despacho is the office of their farm. So, meaning, kung may mga transaksyon siya, especially may mga trading siya ng asukal from his hacienda in Inigaran, example, his kidan. Yung kidan is the value of your sugar in the milling company. So, pagdating dito, magta-transaction siya, ang kidan ko sa Central La Carlota ganito kalaki.
Oo.
O, bibilin mo. So, ang trader, bibilin yan.
Oo.
So, sa iyo, may pera ka na. Si trader, siya yung kukuha ng asukal mo doon at dadalhin in Iloilo. And from Iloilo, it will be traded all the way to Europe or wherever, whichever country na dadala ng asukal.
Grabe.
So, dito ginagawa yung transaksyon ng kanyang asyenda sa lugar na ito. And the only banyo inside the house is only behind that wall.
The only banyo.
Oh, the only banyo, original banyo since way back in the 1900s. Andyan sa likod.
Oo.
It so happen lang ngayon, we converted muna into a storage kasi may problema na yung sahig.
Oo.
So, I will show you later that the Machuca tiles, because hinati nila, because sobrang laki yung banyo na original. So, there is the Alcampur des niya.
Anong tawag, sir?
Alcampur des. Because from the Alcampur chest. Alcampur.
Alcampur.
Oh, Alcampur. May scent siya originally, but because of through the years, no, nawawala na yung scent ng kahoy niya. Pero may smell sometimes.
Meron pa rin ba?
Parang wala na. Nawala na. Wala na. Wala na siya.
Oo nga, wala na amoy.
Wala na. So, that is another Chinese influence, though, because might be the Yulo is also Chinese.
Mga design, no?
Yes po.
Oo nga, Chinese nga. Chinese influence na.
Tapos, they are short. That's why makikita nyo, maliit lang tong desk. Kasi kung ako dito
really? They are short?
Oo. Si Marian.
Ang mga Yulo?
Mga Yulo. The original Yulo, siguro.
Parang Emilio Aguinaldo.
Or Rizal.
Mga ganon.
Oo, mga Rizal.
Yeah,
mga Rizal.
Oo.
So, yun siya. So, anyway, so ginawa itong bodega nung before we open this to the public. But right now, we open it, ito yung itsura niya ng loob ng room na ito. And also, another thing about the feature ng bahay nito, may pintuan, itong pintuan. Tapos, ito naman po, out of way itong balkonahin na ito.
Oo nga, sir, no?
Itong part na ito ng pedestal na ito.
Oo.
Ang purpose pala nito is, this is served as the border. Kung ang kailangan mo lang talaga, you need to go to the office of the farm, diretso ko dun.
Okay.
Kung hindi ka ini-invite na makapasok dito sa sala, hanggang dito ka
Hanggang
lang.
dito lang talaga.
Kasi ang transaction dyan, hindi ka rin makapasok sa komedor because that's always closed. Unless they invite you to go inside.
To go inside, yeah.
So that's the time. So that's the reason bakit meron ditong balkonahin na nakalagay dito sa may room na ito, sa sala na ito, na parang, anong purpose nito? Bakit meron pang ganito ito?
Yun pala yun, no?
In the old photo ng bahay na ito, like that one,
Nanay na siya.
po. Because for almost 10 years, no, na walang nagstay dito sa ibabaw, na-infest siya.
Na-infest, yeah.
So that's why may mga soft spot yung mga sahig. But
But still, intact, no?
Intact pa.
Like this, so kahit matigas pa rin.
Tigas pa siya po. Yeah. So even the poste, the eskwalado poste ng bahay na ito. So that's the original. Some of it, may mga pinalitan na po. So anyway, yung mga mirrors na ito, tatlo ito, these are original pre-war mirrors ng bahay na ito.
Pre-war mirror.
Ang mga mirror na yan po, isa yan sa mga gauge namin that this house hindi na-abuse during the World War II. Kasi kung na-abuse ito during the World War II, might be the mirrors are already gone. Because naiwan ito. Isa pa sa mga feature dito sa bahay is the Kutani wares.
Kutani ware.
Kutani. Kutani. It was a Japanese China, porcelain. It's a complete set of their dining wares, na naiwan na during the World War II sa bahay na ito. Actually, may part na talaga na they need to leave the house because of that bomb that nahinulog few meters away lang sa bahay. Pero hindi siya na ang bahay.
Hindi siya
so intact pa rin siya. So, anyway, that's the master's bedroom over there. Tapos, this is an additional room.
This is the master's bedroom.
Careful lang po sa sahig. So, anyway, on the master's bedroom dito, this is the original bed of Mariano Yulo. That is
nga, maliit nga lang ang bed, no?
Yes, Solomonica. Wait lang, I will turn on the light.
Ito yung
ayun.
Baol.
Yeah, that's the Campur chest din siya. Usually, this is where they keep their important na mga tela, especially kung may mga magaganda sila mga tela, that's where they keep. Yung tinatago. And may access ito siya going to the office. Careful lang dito, sir, ha?
Sige po.
Bodega na yan actually, that's the banyo. So, ito yung access niya going to the office. So, ito lang. This is the only room. The inhabited na room dito sa bahay na ito. So, the rest is already sala na.
Sala na.
Sala na siya. Tapos, another thing about the house, sa harap, all glass ang mirror. Ang mga window panes.
Oo nga, no? Pag dito, kapis.
Kapis. Ang reason nito, because the sunset is here.
Oh, I see.
So, mas mainit, no? Mas masakit.
Oo.
So, that's why dito linalagay. Kasi kung nagsisiesta, kakang araw pababa na dyan, masakit na siya sa mata.
So, ibig sabihin sir, nung tinayo ang bahay, kapis talaga ito?
Kapis lang dito.
Ito, glass
ay
talaga.
harap. And we suspect those glasses, no? They ordered it from the Sears and Roebuck.
Oh, syempre, wala pa dito.
Ang Sears and Roebuck it was a mail up, ano? In-order mo siya through mail. So, i-order mo siya sa US, pagkatapos through catalog, tapos i-deliver dito.
Parang ang tagal ng process na yun, sir.
Oh, parang siguro parang yung mga online shopping.
Oo.
So, ganun sila noon. Pero it takes months.
Oo,
Sometimes
yes.
years siguro. So, buong set yan ng mga window panes na yan po. So, that's going to the old CR po.
Okay.
Diretso siya. So, ngayon, it's just storage muna. Tapos, here, isa sa mga nakita namin while hinahalukat namin yung buong bahay na ito, this is the Extreme Unctions Cross. I don't know if you're familiar with this. Actually, this is for the sick call. Pag may mga dying. So, ang purpose nito, this is for the 2 candles. I thought nga noon is for the exorcism, but it's not. This is where the 2 candles is. Tapos, kung pagkakuha mo ng cross, dito mo siya ilalagay. Ayun.
Oh, okay.
So, tapos nyan, the 2 candles is there and you can perform the prayer na for the unction. Meaning mga last prayer or kung may sakit, so itong ginagamit na cross ng mga pare or either ng pamilya para makuan siya, para may prayer sila. Especially, usually they put this beside the bed.
Talaga naman.
Careful sir ha, may kuan dito.
Opo.
Tapos, this house was inherited by Purissima